Scott Bessent, founder and CEO of Key Square Investments, and the great Charlie Hurt, Washington Times opinion editor, Fox News contributor. And Charlie is going to be guest hosting again, The Bottom Line, with Dagan McDowell tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern, right here on Fabulous Fox Business. Scott, you're the expert of this stuff. I mean, I think we are in the front end of a recession. I don't think we're there yet. I think you got to wait for certain definitions to kick in. But when you look at various indicators, the rise of unemployment rate, I mean, we've had lousy payroll numbers and lousy household employment numbers for quite some time. But the drop in manufacturing, the drop in consumer confidence, the drop in housing, none of this bodes well, it seems to me, for the American economy. What do you think?
All right. Look, Larry, thanks for having me on. This could not have come at a worse time for the Democratic Party. They have Janet Yellen, Jay Powell, to some extent, they goosed the economy in the fourth quarter of last year, but they did it too soon. So the tank's running out of gas on August 5th, not November 5th. And as you said, I believe we're at the front end of a recession. But more importantly, I think 50% of America has already been in a recession for the past 2 years.
Or thinks they're in a, feels that they're in a recession.
No. The working class Americans have been in a recession. And, if you look, I think, I've been doing this 40 years, and the Harris, Biden have put us into an emerging market kind of equilibrium where you have high asset prices. They pumped up the stock market, they pumped up the housing market. Top 10 or 20% of Americans are doing great. European vacations have never been higher by Americans.
Not me, but some of my friends.
Well, you got to stay on the air.
That's not the reason.
So the top 10 or 20% are spending out of the wealth effect. The bottom 50, they have no assets, they have debt. And they've been feeling this, and I think now the rubber's met the road. This high level of government spending has crowded out. If you were, my firm follows this. If you are in an industrial business or a construction company that is not receiving money from the federal government, you've been struggling for the past 2 years.
Good point.
So this crowding out has got to stop.
It's just on that point. I want to get Charlie in a second. In the private sector, Intel, which once upon a time was a great chip maker, it has not been a great chip maker for many years. It has been flooded with government subsidies in that goofy CHIPS, whatever it was called, act that was passed in the summer or the spring of 22, which was a terrible bill, and shame on the Republican senators that voted for it. But Intel got killed today. Down, I think Jerry will, down almost 30%. And that's been a long-term story for them. And they got all this government money, all of it, and it still didn't do them a bit of good because their engineering and their innovation is lousy. So I don't mean to tee off on Intel, but that's just the one.
Look, it was the worst stock market performance since 1974 for Intel, and they've laid off 15% of their workforce. 15,000 American workers.
And we're shoveling, the government, the Obamas, the Bidens and the Harrises are shoveling money at it. Charlie Hurt, seriously, Kamalanomics. Kamalanomics. I mean, here she is, newly crowned today. We covered that later in the show. What a wonder. But she's going to be blamed for this.
Yeah, and I think this is why you see the left-wing press doing all they can to sort of extend this honeymoon as long as they can, because they want to be talking about all these gauzy things that make no sense, that don't, quite frankly, matter to regular people. But as Scott says, this has been going on for a long time, and people where I live in Southern Virginia have been feeling a really bad economy for a very long time. And you can't blame that. I mean, she can try to blame it on Donald Trump. She can try to blame it on Ronald Reagan if she wants to. But it's not going to work. People know, and they know that prior to 2020 and prior to the pandemic, they were doing really well, and they were feeling a whole lot wealthier. And when you look at the precise policies, whether it is the open borders or the assault on American energy independence that has caused, not to mention all of the mayhem around the world, but also in terms of gas prices and things like that. When Donald Trump makes those issues, talks about those things, people know he's telling the truth, and they want to buy what it is that he's selling, and that's why the left-wing press is going to do everything they can to keep it from ever having any issues.
So that raises a very important question. I'm going to posit that Kamala Harris and her people blaming Donald Trump for today's jobs report or an economic downturn or a recession hurts them more than it helps them because it is such an incredulous proposition. I mean, not only because of the prosperity he brought as president, as you just stated, but also you're sitting there. Honestly, he left office in early 2021. This is now the latter part of 2024, and you're blaming that guy for 3.5 to 4 years. In other words, ordinary folks look at that and they go, huh? Is Trump president? In other words, these lies, which is all they are, hurt rather than help. It's like when Joe Biden said he inherited 9% inflation, okay?
I do think it's even worse than when they try to tell you, actually, the economy is great for you. You may not be able to afford groceries or gas, but it's great for you. Stop complaining. I think it's worse than that for exactly the point because they're lying. And why are they lying? They're lying to help themselves stay in power. And people sense that. And they despise lifelong politicians who do that.
And Scott, you know, just to your point, we got to get out of here at some point, but just to your point, the upper crust has done very well. I mean, I think really it's the upper crust that's done well. And when you look at the politics of this today, who really runs the Democratic Party? It's the upper crust, okay? It's the elites of the two coasts. It's Wall Street and Silicon Valley. Maybe Silicon Valley not quite so much. And they made a ton of money because of the easy money and the government subsidies and all the rest of it. You're quite right. But Donald Trump is remaking this into a working folks party. Blacks, browns, Asians, young people, I think that's fair. And they're the ones who have been hurt the most by Bidenomics and Kamalanomics and whatever nomics. It's just bad nomics.
Well, they're inseparable because as we saw in the debate, Joe Biden has not been running anything for months, maybe years. So the vice president has to have been running things. So she's trying to run from this, but she owns it. And let's recall that the American Rescue Plan and the Inflation Reduction Act, both were at 50-50. Kamala Harris cast the deciding vote.
Yes.
She created
I've made the same point. No, it's a very important point, though. She didn't have to do it, but she did it. She didn't argue against it. How should Charlie Hurt play this on his portfolio? I think he owns the indexes in the main. Should he just stay with it for the next 40 years?
Well, look,
I want to help him out. He's a wonderful.
Don't quit working. That's
fabulous. You can't, if you work for income, they're going to take all your money away in Social Security. By the way, I think it's fairly cool. Trump wants to stop the Social Security retirees tax. By the way, you can index the thresholds and it comes out from $25,000 to $80,000 today. Kevin Hassett and I and Faulkner were doing the arithmetic this morning. So Trump's got the right idea, it seems to me. Shouldn't Charlie tighten his belt now? But hope is on the way. That's my theme. Real fast.
Look, what I think's very funny, Kamala Harris says Donald Trump wants to go back to the past. Americans want to go back to the past.
Right.
2017 to 2020.
That's exactly right.
They want real gains in their portfolio. They want real wage gains. They want housing they can afford, and they want they can afford.
I love those Trump years, but I want to go back to the 50s, man. That's when I really flourished. Scott Bessent, thank you ever so much. Charlie Hurt. Remember, Charlie's going to be co-anchoring tonight with Dagan on what is it?
The bottom line.
Bottom line. Got to get that.
Two Virginians.
She's terrific. All right. Great state of